We on now. Good morning, everybody. This is Afi Kingdom Coffee with a King with my big brother LDA. We're gonna have free game Friday. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
You're
play
not
the
on.
intro. Huh?
You didn't start it.
I know. I'm just letting the people know for the playback. Um, I'm gonna play a song and then we'll get into this. I'm making playback content. That don't mean you heard that? Okay. All right, you heard it. All right. They heard themselves.
Shout out to Alpha Villains. I got my
All right.
Would you take initiative to cut it off?
Righteous.
This is also true.
And when it comes to the ladies, he's out of sight.
Let me guess. You one of these brothers think you can get by and get a smile, huh? What about the smile?
I am smart. Instrumentals.
All right, y'all. You guys check in real quick. I got to give y'all a chance to check in. We'll do a roll call, and then we'll get into some games. So remember, this is Free Game Friday. So remember what that means. That means that we're going to get these questions in, and me and my brother want the questions in before we start. Ain't that right, brother? We don't want to wait no 5-10 minutes and shit after we start talking for the first question. I want the first questions first. So I'm going to play y'all this angelic song right here. Y'all check in and get the questions in the chat, right? We not starting the show until there's 3 questions in the chat, bro. No more of this sitting around listening, waiting for y'all for 10-15 minutes. We doing it first. So I'm giving y'all 2 minutes. We 3 minutes in. At 5 minutes, I need 3 questions, man. Simple. Stop. Stop. Put the questions in the chat. Good morning, RPC. Y'all saying stuff, y'all not putting the question. RPC, drop us a question, bro. That's going to get some good game to get the game started. Y'all saying what's up? Y'all still not doing what y'all supposed to do. These cats just gonna do whatever. King Jordan, I'm gonna call you. You come in. I'm gonna call you in a minute. Kasani, what's going on, baby? Hope you feel better. Okay, that's the first one. Hope you feel better from yesterday. I hope you feel uplifted. Hopefully you do, because that's what we do. We here to help people, bro. We're not here to expert level play swords and pocket watch and all of that. All right, here we go. Whew. What's going on, bro?
What's going on? What's going on?
I see RPC is in the house, and I already had the Super Friends logo before I seen you. So what that mean? That mean you supposed to come up? Is that God sent, or is it just a coincidence? Did I just rhyme? I didn't try to do it. So the first question. Oh, let me say what's up to everybody real quick. My bad. My apologies. Shout out to Bruce Leroy. Shout out to Truth Savage, RPC, OSO, Kasani, Misha. And that's it so far who want to say what's up. And shout out to you Secret Watchers too. And shout out to John E. Royal. So I see the first question is, where did it go?
With his red pill.
That's an easy one. And then look, and then RPC in the chat for that. You sure you want to come up? Red pill to me. It's just a mindset. It's just a Rob. What up, bro? It's just a mindset, bro. If people make it, I don't know how this thing happened, bro. Matter of fact, now I'm asking you, bro. How did the red pill automatically just go to women and that's it, bro? That's not really what it's for, bro. How did that happen? How did that happen, bro? Like that's because even if we go down to the Matrix shit, bro. So let's unpack it to the Matrix shit. How they say the red pill or the blue pill. How does that still equal women still? I'm actually trying to figure that. Like, how did it mean that? Because that's ain't what Neo was talking about. So, what do you think, bro? I'm not even being sarcastic. I'm serious, like, because I consider myself to be red pill, but it has nothing to do with because I'm good with women. People think that they good with women, they make them red pill. You feel me?
That's a good question. How did it even end up to women? I think they missed the whole premise of the red pill when it was presented in the Matrix. And when it was presented in the Matrix, it was mainly talking about the importance of awakening to the reality of what's going on in life. And I think what happens is when men understood that dynamic, what they did was they said, well, this also applies to when dealing with women. And then that's opened the door for them to go down that rabbit trail and say, hey, the red pill is okay, awakening to how reality is, but let's examine what the reality of what true female nature is. And so that took it down a whole nother path.
Yeah, bro. And then to get technical, RPC has the technical fucking answer.
Yeah, he does.
It's being able to see society is there to what it is, asking clues, answer to your own. I can't read that without hearing you say it, bro, like from your intros. Being able to see society's narratives of what it is and asking your own questions.
And asking your own questions. He wouldn't be red pill if it wasn't him.
Uh-huh. Command your confidence. You got to give us a question too. Ooh, we got a question from a female.
Female. What you got, female?
Good morning, Misha. You look pretty with your shades on and your silver hair. You look like you're about to go to the prom, like you're missing your glass slipper. That's what you look like. She says, do you think people are more influenced by their good? Come on now with the good. I already know the question good. I ain't even finished it. In case y'all wanted to see how I'm looking, that's how I'm looking. Do you think people are more influenced by their environment or by their biological traits, Lawrence? Come on with the good deep questions, then. That's some kind of show we gonna have. Let's do it like that, then.
So are people more influenced by their environment or by their biological traits? Very good question right there. So I'm starting to let me turn it down a little bit. Starting to So I think people are influenced by both. Your environment plays a part, but also, shoot, my camera went like also, yes, there are some biological traits that are passed down that can influence you. But the thing of it is, two things about it. With your environment, you have a choice. You have a choice with your environment, what you're going to do or how you're going to take it. I grew up in an environment, I had to make a choice. With your biological, there is no choice until you recognize that you have a choice. So if you have a biological trait, you got a bunch of killers in your family, you have a choice whether you're going to follow that narrative or not. It always comes back to choice. So no matter what we say about influence, it always comes back to choice. So what choice are you going to make?
Good stuff. Let me answer. Let me see. Do I think people are more influenced by their environment or by the? I'm gonna say it depends on the person too. If because I was influenced by both too. Um, I can't even say, yeah, it's about 50-50 because I'm looking at my family and I got a lot of that family stuff in me, but I got a lot of have a lot of environment stuff too. So I say that's about 50-50. Nelly Nell, good to see you. Good morning, Motu Motu. Um, Robert James, I want a question from you too. Okay, this what should a monk mode routine look like on a daily basis? It's easy to say focus on your purpose, but it's that vague. Well, because bro, it is vague because what I'm working and doing the monk mode and focusing on for is different than you, bro. You do MMM mixed martial arts. MMA. You do UFC. I just say that. So your monk mode may consist of pray, meditating, doing Thai shit, and kicking people's asses. See, that's not my vibe. So you're doing different things. So it has to match of what it is you're trying to accomplish. You feel me? So I don't know if that helps you. So it ain't. There is no monk mode one-on-one strategy guide because we're all working to be different things and do different shit.
Yeah, let me say that. So yeah, you're right. It does determine. It does come down to what you decide what monk mode is. The thing of it is your intentions at the onset of your monk mode. What is the reason or the intentions why you're doing it? Second of all, what do you plan on getting after the monk mode?
Mm.
See, that's the thing people don't get. You got to have the right intentions at the beginning, and you got to have the right, what is your goal or what do you plan on accomplishing? What do you think is going to be transformed inside of you? Once you understand that, it makes going through the monk mode more enjoyable and more transformative. And I think a lot of times people miss that because they're focused on saying, I'm just going through monk mode. I'm so they can say tell every other people, guess what, Alfie? I'm in monk mode. It means nothing if you don't have the right intentions and if it's not transformative.
Good stuff, bro. Another question. See, I'm so. Hold on, Lawrence. Hold on. Let me pause this music. Let me pause this music because I want to let y'all know something real fast. I'm gonna pause the music that I was about to start, and I just want to, just so y'all don't think I'm being an asshole. Big bro, isn't it much better when we had a show and the questions are ready?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not just saying that. I'm not just saying that because I want to be a controller and shit and I want to tell you cats what to do. No, the show is Free Game Fridays. In this StreamYard, the chat runs slow already. So it's just good to have questions on deck than just sitting for 2-3 minutes. Okay, who got another one? That's not the lick, bro. That's not fun. That's not fun for me. You like that shit?
No, I don't.
because we given up our time already, and then we're waiting around. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just really clarifying that. I'm not just trying to be a dictator. God, these motherfuckers. No, but it's Free Game Fridays. Me and Lawrence can talk for hours. We do. And we can come up with a topic and talk for 2 hours. Easy. Friday is set for you guys. I can't say that anyway. Sometimes me and my brother may happen to have a good conversation and you listen to it, and that's fine. But just for the most part, this is set up to answer your questions. When the videos are have how to get women, how to get a mindset, how to get your that, then that's the conversation. But this show is for you guys. Okay, I'm really trying to emphasize that this is for you guys. All right. So the next question is from Human Revelations, a new person. I've never seen you. Start speaking and stop secret watching, because this is a family, bro. You can't be a part of this family if you just listening outside the door. You got to knock. So good to see you, and I hope to see you again. He says, how to elevate my game. Should I study psychology or work or on confidence and conversation skills? I'm going to tell you one thing, bro. You only need to get this book, bro. This is a personal development book. I picked up this book for a reading. Look at these chapters, bro. You guys not doing what y'all supposed to do. The keys, looking within, look versus appearance, appearance and style, dating and being happy, confidence, finding your partners, the next level. This book is literally about what you're asking, bro. So it's not that I'm just showing you a book that's mine that I want to buy it. I'm not showing you this book. This book is literally about every single thing that you're asking, bro. Pull it up on Amazon. This is serious stuff. This isn't a game book. This isn't about dating. This is personal development here, bro. That's why I'm writing books. Lawrence is writing the book, so the shit in the book he don't have to say no more. But go ahead, bro. But I'm telling you, you get this, and if you got this book, press a fire sign in the chat and let him know. You just read this book. That's it, bro. It tells you step by step. This is a workbook and shit. Go ahead, bro. Stop.
So I'm reading it now. Let me step a little bit closer. How can I elevate my game? Should I study psychology, work, confidence, or conversation skill? That's what I'm going to say. Get the book, but I'll also say a caveat to getting the book. You need to work on all those areas. You need to understand human psychology. Yes. You need to understand work. You need to understand that. You need to understand confidence. And you need to work on conversation skills. All those can be encompassed in one word, or 2 words rather. It's called soft skills. Soft skills is your ability to interact with other human beings. And I think what happens is we have a generation of people who don't have soft skills. What is soft skills? The ability to communicate with other people and they communicate with you. So you need to work on the psychology. You need to work on the work. You need to work on the confidence, and you need to work on your conversation skills. And this is not predicated. Please understand the word I'm using. This is not predicated to just women. This is life. If you don't have any skills to communicate at a job or to get a job or to get a contract, or if you don't understand that you need confidence to do any of those things, if you don't understand that you got to put in some work, and if you don't understand the psychology of who you're dealing with, you're going to lose at the game called life.
Good stuff. And then Human Revelations, when you want to know about the females, then you buy RPC's book, because his book doesn't, and this is what I'm saying. That's why I don't say my book for this. His book doesn't have female nature. It's about female nature. It don't just have little parts in there. Oh, it's a good chapter about female. The whole book is about female nature. So when you get to the woman part, you get RPC's book. It's literally called Hack Her. Trust me when I tell you, that is my brother. I would plug his book anyway, but it literally it's about female nature. You know what I'm saying? Like, If you guys need help with a career, I wouldn't say, oh yeah, get RPC's book. It's about what you guys want. Go ahead, Lawrence.
I'm going to say something else about the game. You cannot run game until you understand how to run game on yourself. Let me say that again. Let me ease up to the camera. You cannot run game until you understand how to run game on yourself. See, everybody want to run game, but no one's telling you how to run game on yourself, because you realize none of the players in the game are not real. It's all in how you move them. So you got to be a master at the game of you. Let me say that again. You have to be the master of the game of you, which we don't teach enough here on these YouTube streets. You must be a master of yourself, your game of yourself. If RPC was here, he says, know thyself. That's the key to real game, is gaming yourself.
Good stuff, bro. So you guys see where I'm at the question. So if you have a question, I'm not skipping you. We're gonna just get them all, man. True Savage says, have you ever upgraded the mindset of a homie who has buster tendencies, and how did you go about that? I got a homie who I want to see shine. You know what, bro? I try to help people, but especially when you want to help people about mindset and game, I only really help people when I know they serious, one, or two, when they ask for help. Because a lot of times it's just like red pilling your friends. It's like they just want to answer fast. Most people don't want to work on themselves as a whole. You know, they just want to figure out some stuff. So I have tried. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't work. But people are more into your advice when they're asking for it. A lot of times you guys are giving people advice. It's not advice, it's just your opinion. You see what I'm saying? You're telling people how you feel about shit and they're not asking. That's not advice. It's different. Okay.
So,
yeah.
So let me say something too. How do you do it? You don't do it. That's the first thing. You don't do it. It's the principle of when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Sometimes we're trying to appear as the teacher, and the student and the person we're trying to upgrade is not there yet. So what you have to do is you have to insert a word called pain. Let me get that again. You have to insert the word pain. Let them feel the pain of what they're doing is not working. Then you become the teacher or the solution to that student. Let me repeat it again. You must, when the student, sometimes we give the student sometimes the student is not ready for the teacher and you to show up. So what you have to do is step back and let pain begin to talk to them. It is the greatest motivator in people listening to your truth. He has not, your friend that you want to upgrade, you have not inserted enough pain in the situation that he's in. When you're in enough pain, you're going to figure out what to do.
I swear, bro, we get the best fucking advice. We're like some damn near psychologists. And guess what? We're gonna be giving best advice behind the scenes. So we got an offer for you guys, men and women in the chat. Me and Lawrence are gonna do our webinar on May 1st. Y'all gotta drop $50 though. So what you want to do is you want to hit this Cash App. When you hit that Cash App, and Lawrence have his Cash App in the chat, and then on that, Lawrence have his Cash App in the chat for on his show after this. Drop that $50, and then you put webinar, and we're gonna put you on the list. We'll have the Eventbrite up by this weekend, and we're gonna have a private stream with the people and us, and we're gonna talk about man, game, and mindset. And for the women, we're gonna tap into the women too. I just had a consultation with a beautiful woman last night, and let me know if you feel all right, because I seen you, but I don't want to put you on blast. Okay, let's see what else we got. Send the link, making it okay. See, now y'all got RPC in here. I got you, bro. Hold on, let me get this link for you here real quick. Hold on. Let me get a question real quick while I do this link. I got you, bro. What's up, Mia? Good to see you, baby. You backing it up. You got that ass showing. Cats take advantage. Think about your questions before Friday. That's why. Thank you, Nelly, for telling them that. King Dre, good to see you, my brother. King Dre says, what was the biggest fear you had to come over on life? Good question, bro. What was the biggest fear you had to overcome on life, and how did you overcome it, and how did it contribute to your character? What you got, bro? Let me send you the link right now, RPC.
So the biggest fear I had at one time was rejection. That I was going to be rejected. So what I had to do was I had to face the rejection, realizing it was only a figment of my imagination, and I had to go run without fear. Well, I had to go run with fear. Let me say that again. So rejection was the thing that was the biggest thing I had to overcome. The other thing was I had to go look at the fear of rejection and take fear with me so that I go run right into it. So a lot of times people don't use fear the right way. That means you use fear as a tool to push you into your destiny. So that's one thing I did. I made sure I used fear to push me into my destiny or what I needed to do. So at one time, like I said, I was fear of speaking in front of people. I remember the first show I did was Do Women Like Nice Guys? That was my first ever show. That was back on MySpace. That was on Black Planet. That's what I was doing. I was so nervous. I didn't want anybody to call in. I had a call in number and everything. But the moment I did those just that 30 minutes, it made all the difference. I overcame that particular thing. So I think a lot of time, how to overcome is when you face it head on. You don't run from it. As I talked about yesterday on my channel, I said something about the warrior spirit. Men need to tap into their warrior spirit. They need to tap into the warrior spirit and conquer whatever that's inside of them. And I think a lot of men have forgotten that because they're only looking to conquer women and not conquer life. Me and my sister had a conversation, the importance of being fully erect when you come to life. And many of you guys are fully limp when it comes to life because you're not fully it. You're not fully erect and you're not giving life is not giving you what you want. You have to have the mindset of a warrior. So how I overcame it is facing my very fear that I had. I had to face the very fear that I had. Was it easy? It wasn't. When I was homeless, it wasn't easy. When I had to look, I'm riding the bus up and down the route, it wasn't easy. But I said to myself, I am not going to stay in this state. I don't care what I have to do. I worked security at a nursing home. I did what I had to do, and it has paid off to this day. So same to you, Dre. That's a good question. You got to face fear head on, and I think a lot of times, a lot of men have not tapped into their warrior spirit. That's why I'm doing this. Those on my channel know what this means. Tap into your warrior spirit. That's how I overcame. Was it easy? Now, the last part, did it contribute to my character? It has made me a better man. Think if I never faced my fears of doing the first show, I would not be here today. I wouldn't be here today because I'd be still nervous. You know, how you guys doing? I had game, but talking in front of people was not it. So it built character in me. And I think a lot of times we on this space forget about how important character is when it comes to game. I think I might talk about that today. We forget about what character and how it is important to have in game, how that needs to be merged together. I know I'm talking a lot because it's in me right now, but we forget that character and game must be one. A lot of people have game, but they lack the effing character to carry out the game. So they are dirty macking, they're dirty simping, they're dirty pimping because they don't have any character or no integrity. Be honest with the woman up front. That takes freaking character. But what do I know? I've been doing it plus 20 plus years. Well, over 20. My son is what? 20, 25 plus years. So what do I know? So you're not talking to somebody who's talking theory. Shout out to Steve the Dean. I'm talking what? Facts, receipts, things that I have done, failures that I have went through. Failures that I have went through. A lot of times the character is built in the things that you fail at and you got back up. Let me say that again. A lot of times character is built in the thing that you fail at and got the hell back up. But I'm just talking today.
So if y'all want that, if y'all want to hit that, get in that private webinar on May 1st, you either got to contact two people, me or LDA. All right. And you don't have to be now. You can be after the show. You don't have to say it now. King Dre, my biggest fear right now, not accomplishing my goals. That's it. That's what I'm scared of. I ain't scared of none of this other stuff. I'm scared of not accomplishing the things that I foresee in myself. How did I overcome it? It's current. It's in the process right now. How did it contribute to my character? It's building me as a man. I'm going through a journey, pushing through. Today, every day we push through. I'm pushing through. So I don't have to pull from the past. I can pull from the current. So that's what I got.
Hey, let me say something more. I want to make sure this goes home. You, game and character must be tied together. Let me say that again. Game and character must be infused together. I want you to get that deeply inside of you. Game must be infused deeply inside of your character. You must have character to have real game. What we have now is a bunch of scarecrows, ragamuffins, something we used to say back in the day, men and women who talk game.
Right on cue.
Guess what? RPC, I know you're here, man. But they don't have any freaking character.
100%, man. Yo, shout out to the Super Friends. Shout out to the chat, Afi, LDA, man. Appreciate you for beaming me up, man.
What's up?
Nah,
chat. Great show, gentlemen. Thank you, baby. I appreciate that. You didn't tell me what you thought of the books. You gotta tell me. Go ahead, bro.
Nah, real quick. Nah, just picking back off what LDA just said. He's absolutely correct as far as like these dudes talking about they want game, but they don't even have no character. You know what I mean? No character, no integrity, or anything like that. And I heard him say earlier, you know, that people need to learn psychology. And people, I don't think the general public or just guys in general understand how important it is to understand psychology. And when we say psychology, we're not just talking about the psychology of women. We talk about the psychology of human beings. You know, I was just having a conversation in my locker room about the dichotomous mind of the female. Like, guys want to know about females, but you have to realize like they have a dichotomous mind. And what I even said in my book is like, I think their dichotomous mind, or for those that don't know what dichotomous means, like it's like double thinking, like double-minded. The reason why I believe that women have a double-minded or dichotomous mind is because on one side, you know, women are programmed by society and societal cues, whether it be from movies, music, you know, TV, whatever the case may be, as far as telling them how they should be acting and what they should be doing. So that's their societal self. But, you know, as we all know, we have an animalistic side to us, you know what I mean? Our basic self, you know what I mean? Let's say our basic self. So women also have that side too. So to societal, back to the red pill, we say not to follow society's narrative. Well, when women follow society's narrative, they believe they want that nice guy, you know, who opens doors and gives them flowers and, you know, is an emotional rack for them, emotionally supports them. But at the same time, that same woman would probably want, like I said in my book, a rebel, a guy who breaks the rules, a guy who put her in her place. So the average guy's confused, like, well, you know, I've been told that I need to bring flowers and do this, but why is she going out with the bad guy? But like I just said, like if you understand psychology, you understand sociology, that you understand that she wants both men, the alpha
That's
and
good.
the beta.
That's good. That's good right there.
Bro,
That's
I'm
good.
hold on, bro.
That's
Can't
good.
nobody fuck with us, bro.
That's good.
So it's a different energy, bro, when we get together. So I got a challenge since you niggas want to be doxing people and doing all of this shit. You guys care about who gives the most game, right? I care about helping people. So let me put a challenge out there. Who get the best advice?
Mm,
Y'all
mm.
compete with that one. Fuck who got the most game. Who get the best advice? So you niggas who think y'all got game, y'all get good advice though. Y'all help. Are
Mm.
people like doing what y'all say and elevating yourself, or are people just listening to your gibberish? We literally get the best advice. So let's hear who y'all help, right? Let's get some receipts on that where y'all niggas talk shit.
Wait. Hey,
Nobody.
Alfie, I thought they want receipts on how many big booty women they got.
I don't care about you niggas' cars and how much money y'all say y'all get. I'm
Right.
for people, bro. So that's what I want to do. So you want to compete with me? Help more people than me,
Mm.
Right.
right?
Mm.
Yeah, but you too cocky in your ego to do that, right? You can't do that, right? Yeah, because niggas will listen to you, but they can't take nothing from you.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, buddy. They can
Ooh,
listen to you, but they can't get nothing from you.
They're not gonna like that. They not gonna like that.
When they get off the drop, they just go under still simping. They ain't changed nothing. You ain't gave them no action plan. You just enjoyed them listening to you, bro. They didn't get nothing from your conversation. We got to focus on what kind of advice we giving these brothers because the young brothers are our future, and we got to
Hey,
understand that.
hey, what I said before about my consultations, man, I don't expect to be giving 100 consultations to the same dude.
Mm.
I look at it like if what I'm doing is working, there will be a point in time where that person is not calling me for consultation. And what I've said before, fuck it, I put the secret out there. You pay for several consultations with me, you know, of course, depending on the type of conversation we have. After a while, the consultation will be free. You understand? Like the only reason why I have people even pay in the beginning is to see how serious they are.
Mm.
But I'm not here to make money off people giving consultations. Like I said about my book, I didn't write the book to be a millionaire. I wrote the book to actually change lives because what I want dudes to realize is if you don't like the way society is right now, do not blame the women. Women are natural followers. So I decided to make a book so that men can understand women, treat women accordingly, so that society can finally change because women are following the dudes. So if you dudes are still here pedestalizing women, rewarding bad behavior,
Mm-hmm.
then what's going on in society will only perpetuate itself, man.
Mm.
So again, once you understand why women are doing the things that they're doing, that's another thing. Once you understand something, you have knowledge of it. It can it's harder for it to frustrate you. You know what I
Mm.
mean, another thing is they say is people fear what they don't know.
Uh-huh.
Yo, dude, you don't know female nature. So low key, you fear that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But once you understand female nature and when I say female nature, let me emphasize this too. I even said this about my book. It's not just about the chicks you dating. It's about your mama, your
Mm.
grandmama, your
Mm-hmm.
auntie, the chick
Mm-hmm.
at the cash register, the female police officer, the female judge, the teacher,
Reach.
the chick at the bus stop.
Uh-huh.
All of them is the same thing. Once
Mm.
you understand how their circuitry works, back to this hacking, once you understand how their circuitry work, then you be able to hack them, like I said, and have them, you know what I'm saying, in your life the way you want them to be. Because the last thing I say is you're living a Truman life, man. This is your world, this is your life. And everybody around you are like co-actors or whatever you want to call it. So, and you're the director, I should say. So
Uh-huh.
learn how to direct the people and manipulate the environment in your life, man. Hacker, True
Mm.
Female Nature 101.
Mm.
Boom. That was a fire drop right there. Hey, look, real
Boy.
quick, before we get on to this question, too, man, your confidence. He asked, "What are some simple conversations you can have for beginners?" Just start conversations, and I want to just shout out to my guys because I don't have conversations. I don't have consultations about all dating, and I love that people can actually enjoy the content and learn from everybody else. And Shout out to my brother RPC. I love what he do, but you gonna have to pay me. Fuck that. This is too much of my time. I'm getting up every fucking day doing shit, doing Patreon. No, money. Fuck that. But you know, we all here to help, man. But my man says he has some simple conversations. Just start talking to people, bro. Don't approach like, am I gonna get her or am I not gonna get her? Just talk. That's it, bro. Just learn how to talk to a woman for 5 minutes and don't ask for her number.
Oof. I did that in one of my travel videos when I went to Costa Rica. I showed dudes, you see me talking to Shorty. I'm riding with Shorty in the RV. Never met Shorty in my life. Shorty's on the RV. We talking, we small talking. It's me, Dolo, and her friends. So it's 2 against 1, right? So by the end of all the RV riding, all the small talking, all that, rewind. I even said in the video, I was chilling, right? And I said in the video, I said, yo, I went to go get a drink of water. I said, when I went and got up and go get a drink of water, I noticed them 2 chicks that was sitting all the way over there, they decided to get up and get a drink at the same time. I said, all right, I see what's going on here. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing. Let me see if they spark the conversation. Long story short, they sparked the conversation off. So I'm showing you in the video that I'm talking to them. At the end of the video, her cab comes up. She's like, hey, so, I'm leaving now. I'm like, all right, that's what's up. Yo, enjoy your time in Costa Rica. She's like, yeah, so I'm leaving. This is my car right here. I'm like, yeah, have a good time. Enjoy yourself, man. That's because she was waiting for me to say, hey, let me get your number so we can meet up. So we can meet that ass. Nah, B. Even in the video, I said, if I would have get with them, I only would have been doing it for the video. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not a whore. You know what I'm saying? Not in that way.
That was the white chicks. I remember that. Hey, you know,
yeah, you remember that?
You know, hey, I don't know. Did you see that FedEx? I meant to send it to you, RPC. I forgot. FedEx did a consultation, dude. The African cat was hilarious. He made the video, but he did a consultation, and the dude was married and shit. Did you see that one?
Nah, I ain't see that.
I'm gonna send it to you. It's hella funny, dude. Basically, dude was married, and then she was fucking with dudes, and then went from 1 dude to 4 dudes, and then yeah, he went IG live. But
I know if you're going, yeah.
It was hella funny, dude. African guy was hilarious, bro. I meant to send it to you, but I was watching it on my TV, so I didn't have a direct.
Okay. Now let me finish this point real quick. Like I said before in another panel, like dudes have to stop having expectations. That's just period. That's what I mean. I've also said there's different levels to this. Just like I said before, tell people, yo, never assume. That's level 1. Level 2 is, yes, it's okay to assume, but never make an assumption into a fact. I mean, that's the one thing I hate about, I think that's I was going to say that's a female trait. Yeah, let's call it like a feminine trait. That's a feminine trait to make assumptions and treat assumptions as a fact. I hate when dudes do that. You know what I mean? They'd be like, oh, I knew you were going to say this and that's why I never did. Hey, have I ever done it in the past? No. So what made you think I was going to do that to begin with? You know what I mean? So when it comes to expectations, no, don't have any expectations. But I would say have expectations for yourself when it comes to, like, you know, your performance, you know what I mean? Your, you know, how you carry yourself, stuff, so on and so forth. But when it comes between you and another human being, or you in an experience, don't have any expectations, because the less expectations you have, the less feelings of failure, the less feelings of, you know, loss that you have. So with that being said, when you talk to a female, a lot of you dudes initially, when you talk to a female, before you even talk to her, all right, yo, I'm about to get this chick number. All right, yo, I'm gonna try to smash tonight. Nah, if anything, I've said it before, my thought process is, let me see if this chick deserves another conversation. Let me see if this chick deserves even more of my time after this experience. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, I don't even have canned lines. Sometimes I might ask a chick, I might just say, hey, yo, good morning, it's a beautiful day today. Just for me saying that, I want to see how she looks at me. Does she smile? Does she smirk? Does she have a little response? Does she look at me up and down? Just those little micro cues are is enough for me to know which direction I want to go from seeing what you're seeing. Just like those books we used to read back in the day. We old enough. You know them books back in the day, Lda and Rpc, where it says, you know, if you want to do this, go to page 691. But if you choose this direction, go to page. Yeah, like I know which way to go based on, you know what I'm saying, interaction that I'm having, where most of you guys want canned lines. Okay, what's the first thing that I say? Okay, when she says that, okay, I'm gonna say this next. Nah, I don't work like that. It's not flowing. That's like that's boxy. That's like herk and jerk. You know what I mean? Conversation gotta flow. You know what I mean? Gotta go in and out. You know what I mean? That's why I be telling you, like, I can have a sexual conversation with a chick without mentioning anything sexual. It's my energy. It's my vibe.
Let me
You
say
know what I
this.
mean? And last thing I say real quick is, and I know I'm on the right track as far as having that sexual vibe, is when I'll say something very regular, and the chick will be like, "Oh, you got such a dirty mind," and I'll be like, for example, I'll be like, "Yo, I got big, I wear size 13, so you know what that mean, right?" She's like, "Stop playing, you so dirty." I'm like, "Yo, what you talking about? That means I wear big socks. What you thinking about?" Oh, you know what I mean? So I'm talking sexual without talking sexual. So that's what you guys need to learn how to do. LDA.
Man, I got to go back to the receipts, man. It's bothering me. It's sitting right there on my stomach, and I don't like
Would you say you got to go back to what?
to the receipts about helping people.
Yeah, bro. Oh, real quick, just real quick. I don't know if you were on RPC when we were talking about it, but we're gonna put together a webinar on the first. So
First?
you already,
Yeah, put me on, man.
And this is what I want to say too, just to be fun, because y'all got to pay for that. But and Lawrence, maybe on your side you could do it. I'm gonna nominate 2 freebies. So I'm gonna nominate 2 cats who ain't got to pay. I'm gonna say who mine is. I'm gonna nominate 3. I'm gonna nominate 2 dudes and 1 chick. I don't know who the chick gonna be, but the dudes, I'm gonna say I'm a unique. Unique is free. Unique.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Unique be here before me and shit. When I come in, he's in the chat posting links, and I ain't even pushed live yet. So
Facts.
Unique, you free. And I also nominate, and this ain't no shade to nobody because I talk to people behind it and I just look at stuff. So I'm gonna say Unique, and I'm gonna say Robert James. So y'all don't worry about it. Y'all just come. Because y'all been, you guys been putting in the work. And that's not to say nobody else has, but these guys been doing stuff for a long time. And I pay attention. So, and then the one woman that's undecided, I got to see who the one woman should be. So I would say try that in the LDA too. The people who you say, man, who really be on. Because a lot of you guys be on it, but y'all share. Which is cool. Y'all don't have to only watch us, but I'm saying like some people are like on deck.
Word. You gotta show respect where respect is due, man. And I respect all the people in the chat that that show that support, especially since day one. Unique is definitely one of them for sure.
Right. Shout out to Just Bought Keys to Future Self. Thank you, bro. Make sure you leave a review too.
Yeah, let me emphasize that too, please. If you purchase Hacker, we got that on we got the regular paperback, we got the ebook, and we got the audio book. Whichever one you purchase, please, once you're done, go and rate it. And if you can't, also write a review. You know what I'm saying? Put the stars and also write a review. That definitely helps in those markets pushing the book into different markets.
Yeah, you guys just need the stars, bro. I don't be tripping off them comments because it's not like YouTube. It ain't like I can acknowledge it and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I would push the comments if I can be like, thanks, bro. Like we can't do that shit. So just leave the stars, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say 5, but 3 are up because I know it ain't no 1 or 2. You did hating at that point.
But you know what they say, yo, Fee, if you check my stars, you know what they say, man. You ain't doing nothing if you ain't got no haters. So just know we all got haters here, man. We all got haters here.
Remember I told you once you get over 20, people gonna start not leaving us 5 stars.
Yeah. And you're right. That's exactly what happened.
Remember
That's what happened.
And then but those people ain't gonna show themselves for the most part.
Exactly. They're just gonna put
like a thumbs down. They just want to do it.
Yep. It's all good. I get it. I'm saying when they see somebody shining like us, man, they try to dim our light, but they don't know we the sun.
Mm-hmm. Hey, let me see if I got some question in here. Let me see. How do you use the mass amounts of emotions that will stir up in your mind as energy to move forward? Y'all on fire today.
Good question.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Hold on. See, this is a family. Look at the kind of questions y'all have. Now y'all go over to other channels and watch the kind of questions they ask. That's all I'm gonna say. Go to any channel and watch what the chat be asking. It's showing the fuck ain't shit like this. Because the energy is different. Go ahead.
That is actually a great question. And that goes to what I've emphasized many times on my channel. And that is like LDA said earlier, is to know thyself. Now, to know thyself, especially as a man, especially as a male, wanting to grow into a man, you what's the definition of a man on this channel? Well, we said a man is a grown male who can control his emotions, set his emotions aside, and use logic and reason to get to the best outcome. So just in the essence of being a man, that's not the whole of a man, but like the core of being a man is being able to control your emotions, because that's one of the biggest differences between a male and a female. It's thinking logically as opposed to thinking with your emotions. So to go into your question, you know, how do you control, how do you deal with all these emotions like your fam? Like, you should be in pursuit. I believe your emotions as far as a man are almost synonymous with your ego. You know what I mean? So let's go into the ego, the male ego. As a male wanting to be a man, you have to learn how to control your ego, fam. Not destroy it, not kill your ego. No. We're not about destroying it and eradicating our ego. We're all about controlling our ego. And shout out to Jesse. We're all about turning our ego into our pets. You know what I mean? Because there are times where you will need your ego to show up in a situation. You know what I mean? It's not always about being, you know, the bigger person and just, you know, getting, you know, somebody slaps you on one cheek and you're turning the other cheek. I don't know about all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to have a certain level of ego, not necessarily pride, but ego. Back to your emotions. How do you control your emotions, man? Like, this is, Cameron said it the other day, man. And Cameron made me realize that I'm not a crazy dude. I said it before and I say it again. I've been talking to myself in the mirror since high school. I've been my own psychiatrist since I was about 12, 13, 14 years old, right? So I say that to say, like, I would talk through my emotions to myself. But the biggest thing about being able to control your emotion, being turning your ego into your pet, fam, you got to be 1,000% honest with yourself. You got to be bluntly honest with yourself. Be like, if you can't be that honest with yourself, then who you gonna be honest with? Because once you're bluntly honest with yourself, I'm talking about, bro, like, you got to be able to rip all the sugar off, take all the candy off, and just be raw with yourself. Once you're able to do that, guess what? Just like Eminem in the 8 Mile movie, nobody could tear you down. You've already dealt with these things. So when you've already dealt with these things with yourself, nobody can use your emotions against you. Your emotions won't be going wild. Like I said before, that which angers you controls you. Don't allow other people to control you. So let's say you got picked on when you were a kid, when you were in grade school, whatever the case may be, for being a nerd. Bro, you're not a nerd. You're someone who's intelligent. You're someone who likes to acquire knowledge. Like I tell, last thing I say, one thing I want to emphasize to people is that they have to recognize that there's different perspectives in life, different perceptions. You know what I'm saying? Just like my man Santa Mateo taught me, you don't know what you don't know. So with that being said, all right, they said you was a nerd when you was younger, but them same people who's calling you a nerd wish they knew what you knew now. Now you're successful in your business. You're an entrepreneur. Yeah, you still here. You know, you want to get a little game on how to get women. You know what I mean? But overall, you're living a better life than them dudes who was calling you nerd, because they still trying to figure out how to turn on their computer. You know what I mean? So deal with yourself, talk to yourself, be raw with yourself, and in doing so, you'll be able to deal with your emotions and move forward in life, man.
Yeah, you niggas top that. Yeah, y'all can't top that. Y'all don't know how to talk without talking about yourselves. Thank you, John W., for the super chat. I shout out to Mosman. He said, shout out to Lincoln. I got a new dog, bro. I just put him down. I'll show you. Unique says, when was the moment where you said to yourself, what I'm doing is not working, I need to change things for the better? Y'all on fire, bro. Goddamn, I need to make it a 2-hour show. Y'all getting all deep. What is today? Friday? Y'all getting deep as hell and shit. Are we in church?
Hey, yo, real quick, shout out to all the people I know born on April 9th, man. I know too many to name. When people say they're Aries, they're usually born on April 9th for some reason. So shout out to everybody I know born on April 9th. Hey, so I tackled the last question. I don't know if you want me to take this one too. I could give you a short and dirty answer. My short and dirty answer was, like I said, I never had a red pill moment. You know what I mean? I've always taught like this. I've always thought outside of the society's narrative. I've always questioned things. Me going to Catholic school for 12 years, I even questioned the stuff they taught me in Catholic school. So with that being said, there was a moment that was pivotal for me. Like I said, I always had the red pill mindset, and before becoming a surgeon, I said, you know what? I know if I become a surgeon before, having a wifey or a wife, all these chicks are gonna only want me for my money or for my status. So I said, I need to get with a chick before I even get into that. So long story short, um, when I got into my long-term relationship, I thought that, hey, this player lifestyle may not work for a monogamous relationship. I don't know any other way to be than how I've been. Hey, you know what? Let me go by society's narrative now. Let me do what society says is romantic and, put the girl here and, she's your equal and this, that, and the third. Let me try that way. So I did try that way. The end result, she ended up breaking up with me. At that moment, Unique, I was like, yo, hold the fuck up. Yo, hold on, yo. I did everything society told me to do, and this is the fucking result? But hold on, when I was doing it my way, I got what I wanted. When I did it their way, they're the only one who got what they wanted. So from that moment on, that was a pivotal moment when I realized I'm only doing it my way. F what society says, F what the movies say, F what the R&B songs say. Because the way I'm doing it yields results for me. So which is more important? People on TV and on music videos getting their results and me not getting my results from doing it their way, or me doing it my way and getting the results that I want. So that was my pivotal moment when my long-term relationship ended, when I supposedly did everything society said I was supposed to do.
Shit, I ain't got one. So that's good. That he said enough right there. You got something, Lawrence? Oh, you want to? I
didn't peep that. So I can keep going. What last thing I say is that's why, Fee, that's why I don't see myself going back to a long-term monogamous relationship. Like the shit, it's not. I'm not speaking for everybody. The shit is not for me, B. Like I did it society's way. I did it the monogamous thing. I did the celebrating Valentine's Day. I did the meeting the family and all. I did all that. Not even. I'm not even talking about the results. Forget the end result. Like I felt like 70% of myself, maybe even less. You know what I mean? I felt like I had to cut a piece of myself off in order to be in that type of relationship. So when I tell dudes, yeah, I don't see myself ever having just one chick, only one chick. When I tell dudes that I don't see myself ever being monogamous, when I tell dudes, like, I'm not saying that because I'm upset or anything like that. I just saw that me personally, that's not me. That's not my personality. Like I would advise anybody who wants to be monogamous if they want to be monogamous. Not because, well, society says, well, since I'm just with this one girl, I'm going to be, nah. If you just want to be with her and you don't want to do it with anybody else, that's cool. But if you're a dude still looking around, still checking your inboxes to see if some old chicks or old ex-girlfriends hitting you with that, hey, big head, to see if you can still slide into other old chicks' DMs, nah, B, don't go into a monogamous relationship. Because the reason I believe a lot of women say that, oh, this man tricked me, a lot of the reasons why I believe a lot of women get upset when men cheat is because these dudes give these women the impression that they're the only one. Why are you doing that to yourself? I'm not saying you should tell a chick, hey, just so you know, I have 3 other girlfriends. One's name is Sheila, one's Lisa, nah, you don't gotta do that. But what I'm saying is when you tell a chick you're the only one, I'm only talking to you, like, yo, I'm just rocking with you, girl, you the and then she hears that you talking to Lisa and you was fucking another chick, now she mad. But you gotta realize, guys, when you give this chick, when you give this information to a female in the beginning, you give her the option to choose whether she wants to move forward. Because once you say that and she decides to move forward with you, there is no, you tricked me. Who's this other girl? And that's not going to happen. I'm not saying it won't happen. More than likely, it won't happen, man. If anything, she's going to compete more against those other women, and she's going to start cooking, buying you things, bringing you other women. But hey, what do I know? I'm just talking.
I want to say something, RPC, to hop on the camel you just was riding on real quick. Now, I don't want to sound bitter or nothing like that, but I just want to be totally transparent. I'm a guy who I can have, so we all be saying women ain't shit and all of this. Like, I've had good women and I've had women worth relationships. I've been in relationships and had good times. I've been in love. I've had these, oh yeah, so we were so into each other and all of this shit. But what I will say, RPC, is saying all that, for me personally, it wasn't worth the compromise, bro. It was, I mean, so I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying I've had good relationship, but it never, so I've been good in relationships and I've been happy, but it never was better than being selfish.
Yep.
It's been good though.
It's cool. It was content. It was cool.
But
cool.
You always end up doing shit you don't want to do, you don't care about, and people say, well, that's life. Well, how come we can't be like, well, that's life, and we're just chilling there?
Exactly. They hate that.
That's
they hate the free
too,
man.
right? That's like,
yeah.
Can't chill. Why we got to hear? Oh, well, that's just, well, you know, that's not realistic. Well, we're realistic to ourselves.
Like, I don't see. No, hold up, Fee. Realistic to them is society's narrative. That's what people fail to realize. When people say, "Well, that's not realistic," that's not the way it's supposed to be. That's not what you're supposed to do. They're basing it off a TV show they were watching growing up. That's not reality, fam. And that's another thing. I don't know if it's a side topic or if I'm off topic. I don't know. You guys tell me what you think about this. What I've come to realize is a lot of people, not even say a lot, too many people can't generalize, Fee. Because when I be like, yo, you know, in general, you know, females be like this. Dudes be like, well, how do you know? You didn't do it every woman in the world. Or I'll be like, yo, cause you know, like, you know, there's difference between you know, a black man and a nigga, blah, blah, blah. You know, a nigga do this, a black man do. Well, how can you categorize all black people into? I'm like, yo, I've interacted with enough people to see patterns, sequences, to come to a conclusion like the average or in general, this is what happens. Like I remember telling one guy saying something like, yo, in general, black people do X, Y, Z. He was like, well, all black people ain't like that. I'm like, I never said all black people. He said, well, you said black people though. I said, yeah, in general. He said, yeah, in general. So that means all. I'm just like, the fuck? You know what I mean? That's not the only dude I met like that. So that goes back to people not being able to be intellectual, being able to take information, you know what I'm saying, review the information, dissect the information, come to their own conclusion. That's how you can generalize things. You know what I mean? That's where your game comes through too. Like I've told chicks, and I think Fee will agree with me. Like I've met chicks, and I've even said this to chicks before, where I start talking to them, I'll be like, yeah, I met you before. Oh yeah, I dealt with you before. They be like, what you mean? Like, nah, I dealt with you before. Because I'm not saying every chick is the same, but it's like it's different models. You know what I'm saying? And you might meet a certain model, be like, oh, in your mind, you might be like, all right, I know I'm gonna deal with this. I already know what I already know where I'm gonna steer this, and she gonna go in this direction, and all that in the third. But that comes from being able to generalize. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, another word for generalization is assumptions. Like I said, you should not make an assumption into a fact until you verify. But it's okay to make an assumption. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Fee.
Good stuff. I see my man Grand Cam got a question, so we're gonna answer his question and one more. So after we get this one, we got one more. So make it good, y'all. My brother says, how do we help remove themselves from theory game and have them apply their game in real life situations? I know you got something for that one, bro.
Yes, sir. Fail, 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 F-A-I-L. Fail, and then when you finish failing, fail again. Because if you are a male wanting to be a man, you're going to want to learn from your failures. Like I said in several of my videos, when I've taken many L's in my life, and I love taking L's. Oh, no, I don't mean losses. I mean lessons. Because all my losses are lessons. If you haven't learned from your loss, then you're doomed to lose again from that same test. So how can men get over there or get over this theory stuff? You got to actually live IRL. You have to live in real life. Like somebody mentioned earlier in this episode. Oh no, I think LDA said one of his biggest things that held him back was fear of rejection. I think he said, and that's true. A lot of males out here are scared of rejection.
I was surprised to hear that too, by the way. You
said that again?
I said I was surprised to hear him say that too, by the way.
Right. But you know, like you said, he used to be that way, and that's the thing. I don't want anybody to think that, you know, me, Afi, and LDA, we never had to learn anything. Like we just came out the womb like this. Like we didn't have to go through trials and tribulations. Maybe Afi and I went through it a little earlier in life than most guys, but we still have to go through some trial and tribulations to be like, oh, okay, I see how it goes now. I fell the first 2 times, but I got it now. You know what I'm saying? So learn to fail, but also learn to learn what I'm trying to say. Yeah, learn to learn from your failures. Learn to see, okay, I did it this way. Okay, what did I fuck up at? It's not what I said. So well, it's not what I said. It's like, you know what? I did feel a little nervous when I said what I said. So maybe it was my nervous energy. So maybe you got to work on your energy, like not being nervous talking to a female. But basically what I'm saying is, not to make a long-winded answer, you have to go through trials and tribulations. You have to live in real life. You have to go through rejections. All right, let's talk about rejection real quick. When I was 10, 11, 12, maybe I feared rejection. But it came a point in time, and I have to thank my circle of friends for this. We got to a point in our life, early in life, where we laughed at our rejection. Like my mans might make fun of me about a chick rejecting me, but it wasn't like, damn, I can't even remember, like, it was like 20 years ago. But we would laugh about it, and the jokes eventually turned into, cause I rode with a bunch of cocky dudes. You know what I'm saying? Let me not say that. A bunch of highly confident men, right? And we've been like that since teenage years. So we got to a point even young where we would tell ourselves like, oh, that chick wildin', man. Don't she, yo, RPC, don't she know who you are, man? Yo, she should have done this to you and that to you. And my friends telling me that actually built my confidence. So in addition to failing and going through trials and tribulations, maybe you also gotta look at your circle of friends. Because nowadays you got a circle of friends when chicks come around, they're like, oh, who Alfie? No, man, he's a this and that type of person. You don't want to date that guy. He has a million girls, man. He's a player. You got dudes hating on their friends because they trying to come up on the chick. You know what I mean? So another thing is, you may have to check your circle of friends, because if your circle of friends ain't bigging you up, let me tell you about my circle of friends. When chicks come around, we do it to each other. When I bring a chick around, my circle of friends, guess who they put on the pedestal? No, not the chick. Me. They put me on the pedestal. My friends, older than me, bigger than me, whatever, some making more money than me. But because they see I bring a chick around, oh, and they may not even say it to her directly. They might be talking to me like, hey, yo, RPC, yo, man, so, yo, how that business going in Colombia, man? Word? So you closed the deal? You signed a contract yet? Yo, let me know when you go down. Mario, I ain't tell Shorty none of that about that stuff. Yo, RPC, so how that XY, what's the numbers looking on that? Oh, yo, so basically they talking about things I'm doing, and she's what do you call that? Ear hustling, hearing what my high value friends are telling me, and that brings me more value. So be mindful of the circle of friends you have. If you bring a chick around now, they want to start clowning and joking and putting you down, you might want to, a new circle of friends.
Like I just said, who get better advice? Shout out to Grand Mail. He said, damn, I love taking L's, losses, not lessons. Fire advice. I'm glad that you learned from that, brother. and keep up with your content. I see you being consistent. I like to see that. My man says, purchasing hacker today. See, that's what we do.
Hey, yo, do that. Yo, listen. I have to emphasize it again. This ain't about dating. Hacker's not about dating. But understand, once you know female nature, you will be able to treat women accordingly. You will realize that female nature is neither good nor bad. It just is. You being mad at female nature is like being mad at a bird for chirping. I love birds.
Yep. So that the book is about female nature. Then when you get to the dating, then you can learn dating. This isn't a female nature book. This is a dating book where it tells you how to date. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck is calling me on IG? The hell? And I'm gonna tell you one last thing too. Just stop giving a fuck, bro. I literally don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what people think of me, say about, because I love myself, bro. Like when I be on here gloating, it's not just because I think I look good. It's because I feel good and I am good and I'm great.
You know something that's interesting that you say that, and I was listening to what you were saying. That was my mother call. She called me every day at the same time. But it's interesting.
What the hell, RPC? Remember I told you this.
You hear me?
Yeah, bro. I've been having one for like 3 years now. Oh, good.
You know.
Go ahead, LDA.
So one of the biggest things I know, I see what Kanye with Wes,
No.
with Wes is he has undying confidence in himself. Let me say that again. What is it, Cayenne West? Cayenne West? He has undying confidence in himself. He may look crazy, might be talk that he loop-de-loop, he on a short bus, but he has undying confidence in himself and what he's doing. And I think a lot of guys miss that when it comes to the game. Especially when you was talking about the fear and rejection and all like that. You got to have undying confidence in yourself. And you talking about you come in here, you don't care about what anybody else think, and yet you think you're the best thing. It's because you have undying confidence in yourself. That translates to people being intimidated by you,
yes,
fearing you, and not liking you, because they don't have those things in their life. So they look to find out, where can I find the flaws in them? They don't realize when you have undying confidence in yourself as a man, as my uncle would say, baby, ain't nobody can stand in your way.
All right, on that note, let's say our last words. A brother got to get to work straight. G, I see you came in. Y'all be coming in late. Like I go randomly. I do the fucking shit every morning. Like how y'all don't know the time yet? No disrespect. Like OSO, I see you all the time, bro. How do you not know RPC don't have a channel, bro? As many times as you seen him, you just thought he was just some nigga in here talking, just some.
Hey, yo, Fee, before I forget, man, yo, one of these days we gotta do a show on what you just said, basically. But we're gonna sum it up into living in your own world, man. Cause me and Afi, we live in our own worlds, you know what I'm saying? But we know how the world hop, you know what I'm saying? We got jump into other people's world, but for the most part, we live in our own world, fam. And we invite people into our world. Once you live in your own world, you know what I mean? Life becomes a little simpler, you know what I mean? These questions you asking about, how do I get a chick number and fear of rejection? How? You can't get rejected in your own world. I invited you into this bitch. If you don't want to stay, that's on you, but you don't know what you missed. That's another thing. These bitches don't know what they don't know. They don't know what they don't know. Because sometimes they reject you because they don't know. I told Afi, this times I'm talking to a chick for the first time. And in my head, I'm like, the fuck this bitch say? This bitch don't know me? And I have to remind myself, yo, RPC, she don't know you. This is your first time talking to her. I'm like, all right. All right. Let me break her in slowly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, check out Hacker, True Female Nature 101. Cop the audiobook or cop the ebook or cop the paperback. I suggest you cop the paperback because I highly believe this is gonna be a classic, a collector's item, because it's gonna change society, man. Anybody who's read the book knows this is gonna change society. Check out my YouTube channel, The Red Pill Chauvinist.
You said he was playing. I don't believe him though. I think you just backed.
All right. For those who don't know, I have a channel.
Because you would have put the crying faces in. I know you didn't put no crying faces. That was a statement. That wasn't no.
Hey, if you believe that, it is what it is. Anybody listening to the playback, check my YouTube channel out. It's the Red Pill Chauvinist. We talk about travel. You know what I mean? I only travel to really the Western Hemisphere. You got to holler at me about the Eastern Hemisphere. And we talk about, again, female nature. But most importantly, I talk about knowing thyself. Because to know thyself is to know your God. And once you know your God, then you'll be able to manipulate the environment around you, man, and be a grandmaster.
RPC, what you got going on? You busy?
Today, nah, I'm off today, man. I kind of cleared my schedule, man. I need some time off today to just do nothing. Well, I was good.
Not over to LDAs. We have an after party. Because
I felt it.
20 minutes. And
I felt it.
I don't think you ever been. I don't think you ain't never been on there, huh?
I think I was there with Jono, but maybe not. But yeah, I'm down. I'm down today, man.
So Lawrence go live in 20 minutes. So y'all make sure y'all go him. Go ahead, Lawrence.
Join me, Lawrence D. Adams, at LDA. Join me at 12:30 at LDA, Lawrence D. Adams on YouTube. I'll be going live at 12:30 Eastern Standard Time sharp. We will be talking about why your game isn't working. This is the final installment, and we're going to talk about the most sinister reason why your game isn't working. And it's not what you think. So join me today, Lawrence D. Adams. And
yeah, I'll be over there around 10, bro. And make sure y'all drop a comment and share the video and buy the books. Peace, y'all.
Do it. Peace.
Where do you send your link at?
Yeah, LDA, do it. I'll send it to me where either the WhatsApp or IG, wherever you want.
Okay, cool.
All
right, y'all. See y'all in a minute. Drop a comment, y'all. And if you late, catch the playback. Peace.
Peace.